What's going on, healers? Marina Simone in the house. Drop a 1 in the comment section if you can hear me. Hello. Yes, you have me for the first time ever. Me going live on the floor. Me live on the floor. Okay? And there's a couple of reasons why. And so I want to kind of let you guys know what's been going on. I made a boo-boo and I decided that I was going to do this challenge the same time I was on vacation in Wiki Watchy. Those of you that are like, what's Wiki Watchy? Wiki Watchy is a place where there's barely any service, number one. And yeah, there's rivers. And so your girl here, Marina Simone, for those of you that don't know me, Marina Simone here. I help busy moms play online sales so they can go from the cubicle to the throne. And I help network marketers stop spamming so they can start building empires, no matter what company they're with. And yes, my nails are slaying. And let me just share this with you, okay? These nails, and I was kayaking. Drop a 2 in the comments if you believe me that I was actually kayaking. Or do you think I sat on the boat the whole time? It'd be very interesting. With these nails, do you think I was able to kayak? Drop a 2 if you believe me. Drop a 2. Oh, some people are dropping 1s. They're like, I don't believe you, Marina. I see some 2s. I see some 2s. Some of y'all know me, and you know that I'm going to get it done. Well, check this out. Manatees galore. But today was a mosquito day. A mosquito day on the river, and I did not like it. I did not have time when we got back to make sure my hair was pretty for you. In fact, I'm sitting on a bedroom floor to bring you this goodness tonight. Yeah, I can't do everything with these nails. So for those of you that dropped a 1 and didn't believe me, but bam, that's me. And I didn't just do it for the picture. We got proof. We got proof. Mel, you asked for proof. It's right here. You like that? I got her done. I was on that sucker. Okay. And let me just tell you, for those of you that are like me and you hate camping and you think camping is like the absolutely worst thing on the planet and you won't even go glamping, for me to be on a damn river in a kayak where there are water moccasins and manatees and probably alligators, that's how much I love it here because it's so peaceful. I love kayaking. So you learned something new about me. Okay. Now, with that being said, I look cute. Okay. Now I'm going to remove the photo and bring me back up here. And I want to ask how many of you that are on here tonight literally just registered today? Comment today in the comment section. I know a lot of you have literally been waiting for this for a hot minute, and I can't wait to chit chat with you. Chat-ching. VIPers, where you at? Comment in the comment section, VIPers. You're going to see that we have a lot of our healers. Oh God, I'm getting old that I'm sitting on my feet and my foot's falling asleep. Like, it's like literally, you can't even make this up. Falling asleep here. Chat-ching. The art of chit-chatting. Look at all these VIPers. Now, when you see them dropping, when I ask for them to say, hey, I'm VIP, all eyes on me, it's because they're in a special chat with me because they upgraded to the VIP experience. If at any point you want to upgrade to the VIP experience, I'm going to show you where you can do that. So if you're finding this video and you're like, I don't know what the heck's going on, I just saw there was a chit chat challenge and I wanted to learn about it, let me show you the dashboard where you can go, even if you aren't registered, you can go there to upgrade to VIP so you can get into that chat. Okay. So let me just share my screen really quick. Can you all see the dashboard? Yeah, can you see this little cool thing right here? Okay, so this is, and I'm going to drop it in the comment section. Let's see if this works here. This is the link that I just dropped in the comment section. Where'd it go? Nope, 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 nope. You guys are talking too fast. Right there. So if you go to thechatchallenge.com/dashboard, what you'll find is that up here, this button led directly to this live right now. So And I'm going live for 5 days straight at this time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, teaching you the art of how to chit chat so you can chat ching. Everybody drop chat ching in the comment section, okay? What else is on here? What else is on here? For those of you that are like, I'm ready to work with you one-on-one and brand me on demand, you can apply right here. There's a video from me about how to use this dashboard. You're going to see here, right here, these two things right here. This is DMing your concierge. When you register and become a VIPer, you are going to have a concierge that you can ask questions to during this challenge. So this way you're not digging for things. They're here to help you find things faster. Now, let me explain why going VIP and having your personal concierge matters. I don't know about y'all, but like I get busy and my emails, oh my God. You guys want to hear how many emails I have? You guys are going to throw up. Ready? 317,000 unread emails. So I know you're not going to read all my emails I'm sending to you to remind you about the challenge and all of the things. Like I'm well aware of this, okay? I have 660 unread text messages. Okay? Yeah. So I get it. So what I want you to do is to message one of them, pick one and message and ask them if they are your concierge. So this way they probably have sent you a text message or ended up in your other box on Facebook. So this is your direct way to get to them. Okay. What else is on this? The Facebook group. We do have a Facebook group specifically for this challenge. And the reason we have a Facebook group is because I be popping stuff up in there. Like I'm calling y'all out. I'm calling y'all out. You know what I mean? Like I am literally pulling those of you that are ready to be elevated. Those of you that are ready to like be stretched. Pay attention to that Facebook group. I'm gonna get a little hood in there, holy hood, but I'm gonna teach you the art of chit-chatting on a whole nother level. And you get to be in the group where a bunch of other people are. Okay? Okay. What else is on here? The upgrade link for VIP right here. Upgrade for $44. Guess what? It's $44 right now, but the second this is over, it's going to $77. So it's going to 77 because the 44 has been there for a hot minute. So when this is over, it's going up and that will change. And then you will see how to log into your portal if you're already VIP. Do you guys love this dashboard? This is the first time I've done a dashboard for the challenge. So this way you guys can find everything in one spot. Yes. Right? Everybody's like, so worth it. Last thing I'll say, and then we're going to get started is, you can copy the link right here to the chat challenge. And so many of you are building network marketing businesses, right? And so if you have a network marketing business, that means you have a network marketing team. And that means that they probably don't listen to you. Even though my team's on and they always listen to me, wink, wink, right, guys? But I know what it's like to be brand new or to try to watch a challenge or a course or a program and then repeat it the way that you received it to your recruits, to your leaders, to your people. And guess what? Just like my kids don't listen to me, they probably don't listen to you, but they're really good and they act really good for other people, right? So if you want to have them receive the same way you're going to be receiving me live for the next 5 days, I highly suggest you share the free link, thechatchallenge.com, with them so they can be a part of this. Okay. Now, if you are VIP, you will have recordings for this for the whole time that we're live. And even after that, you'll have lifetime access to the replays, to the VIP Zooms that I do. And for those of you that go VIP, here's what I want you to know. You get 5 extra days with me next week. I will be home. I will be home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the end of this challenge. But also next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, VIPers have 5 extra days on Zoom with me where I'm auditing their DMs. Okay? No brainer. No freaking brainer. Okay? No brainer whatsoever. So with that being said, who is ready to chit in chat. Now, when I was thinking about this challenge, I just have to be honest with you guys. Like, I was thinking about when I first became a distributor or a network marketer or began in sales, right? Oh, my leg is asleep. Hello over here. And when I think about it, like I was friggin' terrified. I was like, I was really good at selling alcohol because I was a VIP waitress and I was a bartender and I was a bottle girl. Like I could sell that all day. People just wanted alcohol. Like, why can't I sell a product? Why can't I sell a business opportunity? Why can't I do those things? And then something happened when I joined the business. I froze and I was like, what do I say? What do I say? How do I say it? And then I just decided, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Because if I say the wrong thing, then what happens? Like I'm going to lose somebody and then I'm going to look ridiculous. I'm going to look so stupid because I don't know anything about anything. Like I didn't go to school for this. Like I didn't go to school to be like a professional seller or a professional saleswoman. I went to school for accounting. You want me to be a seller and sell something? You want me to recruit? You want me to build a residual income? I didn't even know what residual income was when I got introduced to network marketing in 2011. I didn't understand it. All I heard was make $500 so I could get my car out of the impound. And I was there at that meeting while they were drawing circles on the board, so excited, ready to literally tell when I'm telling you, like I was like, yeah, in that meeting, and then made no money for 3 years. Made no money for 3 years. My first 3 years of network marketing, I made $0. I was like, this shit don't work. This doesn't work. I gave it 3 years of my life. 3 years I gave it. Made no money. I'm quitting. This sucks. This is dumb. Nobody wants to join me. My friends, they just want to go out and party. They don't have any money. Nobody wants to join me in this thing. Nobody sees what I see. Maybe I'm crazy. My mom said I'm crazy, so I'm crazy. All I do is talk about this at every family gathering. Beep, 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 beep. At work, my boss wrote it was like a contract, right? That she wrote up. I wish I had that freaking note. And she made me sign it. And this was, oh my God, it was 2012. I wish I had a Facebook post memory on this. This would be amazing. But I literally had to sign it at work that said, I will not ask anyone to join my pyramid scheme as long as I work here at blank. My boss made me sign that because all I did was talk about it. I sucked really bad. It was so bad, guys. It was so bad. I just kept talking to the same people that had no interest whatsoever. Like literally, I just kept talking to like my coworker in that cubicle. And then I was like, okay, it's been like 2 weeks. Let me go back to the other coworker in the other cubicle and see if she's interested. Oh, and then I was like, well, my boss is an entrepreneur. Like, obviously, I work for her in her business. Like, I mean, she's got to be interested. No. After 2 times, she made me sign that letter. So what the hell was I supposed to do? My friends didn't want to join me. My family didn't even want to support me. Love them. They're here in WikiWatchy because of network marketing, just so we're clear. Okay. So how? And here's the thing that I realized that I was really good at in real life. When you put me in a situation where I feel like I'm leading or helping or serving, I actually am really good at chit-chatting. I just didn't know it was chit-chatting because I got so freaking scared of the word recruit. If the word recruit scares the ish out of you, drop scare in the comment section. I get it. I was like, recruit? You want me to recruit somebody to make money? Honey, I got like negative $12 in my bank account. Back then you could actually like overdraft your account and then $25. Anyway, long story short, I learned the art of chit chatting. I learned when to chit, when to chat, when to shut it so I could listen. And I learned quickly that there were things that I could do online and offline in the chit chat. So instead of me pouncing and drowning someone in word vomit, I figured out a way to control the conversation, be disciplined, and use a sales process and treat everyone the same in that sales process. And that's what I'm going to teach you for the next 5 days. That's what I'm going to teach you for the next 5 days. How many of you already feel like a breath of fresh air? Oh, yeah. Well, here's what happened yesterday. I was like, I'm not going to be able to press play on these slides because I know I'm like in and out a little bit right now, right? So guess who's smart? This girl. I recorded the training early this morning for you guys. So this way there are no bumps in the road. So are you ready for the art of chit-chatting? Get ready to screenshot. If you are on your phone and not your computer, you're going to want to take your phone if you're watching it this way and turn it this way. So then my slides are going to be really big on your screen right here. Okay. That's going to be really, really helpful. And then you can screenshot. Okay. You can screenshot. I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission. Now, I know some of you that are on here right now, you're testing me out before you share me with your team. I got you. Are we ready? Drop I'm ready in the comments section and let's do this. Right, here we go. Day 1, the invisible leads are killing you. Welcome to the chat challenge. P.S. You're going to hear crickets and animals, and you might see me, pause for a second because there's a squirrel that came up to me. I am in Wiki Watchy with the family, as I said before, and so just a heads up. If you hear the background noise, no worries, but welcome. Welcome to day 1 of the chat challenge. I want you to grab a notebook and a pen, okay? Not just your phone. This is going to be a pen and paper kind of night. So before I say anything else, I want you to do something with me, okay? I want you to open your social media platform, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram. Some of you are like, it's both, it's TikTok, whatever. Open it. And I want you to look at your last post, okay? I want you to look at the likes, just the number. Almost every one of these women wants what you have. And you've never said a word to a single one of them. Okay? That gray number that you scroll past, that is not likes, boo-boo. That is a list of women raising their hand. And you've been treating it like a decoration. But not after tonight, okay? Before I promise you anything, I need to give you a warning. Because if you skip this, the next 5 days are not going to work for you. And it's not going to be my fault or the method's fault. So here's the warning. Your brain is about to try to run ahead of me. Every time I teach you something, there's going to be a voice that starts saying, okay, but how? How do I do that? What if I do it wrong? What about my situation? What about my niche? I don't even know what my niche is. What about? I need you to stop. Okay. And I had to learn this the hard way. Stop chasing the how. Look at this staircase right now. You do not need to see the whole climb to the top tonight. You need to see the one step I put on Spotlight. That is it. So your only job this week is to walk
the step I give you that day. I've got the rest of the staircase for you. I've been up and down it for 14 years, but I need you to trust the lit step. Okay. Because here's what's going to try to steal your joy. Here's what's going to try to steal this week from you. Your mind wants to live everywhere except right here with me. It wants to drag you back to yesterday. The last challenge, I did nothing. That program, I wasted money on. The time I tried DMs and got ghosted, ugh, the past disappointment, right? Or your mind's going to try to fling you forward to tomorrow. What if I get blocked? What if my audience is different? What if it works for her, but it won't work for me? That's fear and doubt and anxiety about a tomorrow that hasn't even happened yet. But the only place you can actually do anything is right here, today, with me. The present is the only place the work gets done. So for 5 days, we're going to walk in the present together, one lit step at a time. Yesterday's disappointment, yesterday's drama doesn't get a vote. Tomorrow's what if doesn't get a vote. Only today's task, okay? Can you drop a 1 in the chat if you're like, yes, okay, I'm going to stay present with Marina. I'm going to stay present. Drop a 1, okay? Now let's be honest. I've coached over 250,000 women, so I know exactly what is coming. For the next 5 days, there's going to be 2 voices in your head, right? My voice, teaching you the step, telling you what works, telling you you're capable. And then the other voice, the one on your shoulder, the one that says, this won't work for you. You're going to look desperate. She's going to ignore you. You're not Marina. You can't do this. Remember last time you tried? That voice is fear, doubt, past disappointment, anxiety, and it's freaking loud. Here's the truth. If you let it, it will overshadow my voice every single day this week. You will stop showing up. You will stop plugging in. You'll stop it all. It'll talk you out of sending the message. It'll talk you out of the whole challenge. And it's not because my method doesn't work, but because you let the wrong voice win. So we're not going to let it. And I'm going to give you a secret weapon. Here's your weapon. Every time that fear, that voice tries to overpower mine this week, I want you to scream 2 words out loud. I don't care if you're in your car, if you're in your kitchen, in the school pickup line, I don't care. You scream cha-ching. Why these words? Because cha-ching is going to remind you what you're doing here. You are learning the art of chit-chatting from a woman, me, who has sold over $100 million in the DMs. That's not a typo. 100 million. In the chat, in the chit-chat. So when your doubt voice says this won't work for you, I want you to scream cha-ching and remind it who you're learning from. That's not just hype, by the way. This is the whole game. Chat, tap, earn. You're going to chit chat using the frameworks I hand you. You're going to tap by sending the message, hit the button, do the step, and then you're going to earn. That's the entire system in business, and you're about to learn it, okay? So let's practice right now out loud, wherever you are. When the fear voice shows up, you scream it back. Ready? I don't care where you are right now. Drop it in the chat. That voice says, this won't work for me. Everybody ready? Cha-ching! One more. Oh my God, I'm going to look so desperate. Cha-ching. Good. Drop it in the chat. That is your secret weapon for the next 5 days. Every time the noise rises, I want you to slam it. Now, let me show you what we're going to be building in the next 5 days, okay? Here is my promise. By Friday, you will have started 100 new conversations, real ones, with people and women who already know you exist, not cold strangers, not 12 platforms, no dancing on TikTok, I promise. 2 tools. We're going to go deep. The 333 method and the 7 layers deep method. And tonight we don't touch a script. Tonight I'm going to show you why your DMs leak money, where the hole is, and how to find yours. Because the problem is this, right? Like, you cannot fix a leak that you can't see. And most of you have leaks in your business that just need to be plugged. So let me show you the map, all right? 5 days. Tonight, we're going to find your invisible leads and your leak. Day 2, the 333 method. 27 conversations in 72 hours without being a spammy Tammy. Got it? Day 3, the first message that doesn't get left unread. Ooh, that one feels good. Day 4, hear me. This is the night I'm going to run my actual company frequent sale, my Feel Good Now Revolution with the company that I'm with. I am going to run it in front of you, message by message, from a like to how does that sound? Nobody shows you that because most of them can't, right? Because they're not doing it. I am. So don't miss day 4 and day 5, because that's where I'm going to wire everything we do, 1, 2, and 3, into a system. And every night is going to build on the last. So I want you to show up to all 5. Can I get a yes? Can I get a no? Put deal that you're going to show up to all 5 days. Right? Drop it. Okay. And tonight, if you leave with nothing else, I want you to leave with this: engagement equals permission. Every like, every comment, every story view is actually a human handing you a key. I need you to tattoo this in your brain. Everything this week hangs off of these 2 words. Engagement equals permission. So let me draw your audience, right? This little slice, the loud ones. There's loud ones that are like, send me info, give me the link. And we pounce on them, right? Because they're easy. I want you to realize that's maybe 10% of who engages with you. It's actually probably lower. It's probably like 5%. But here's the leak. The whole rest of that circle, that 90%, that's actually where your money is. The quiet ones. And we have a name for her this week. She's an invisible lead. She's the one that liked and said nothing. She's the one watching your story 3 times but never replied. She's followed you quietly and silently for 8 months. She's like Santa. She's watching and no one knows it. But who is she really? She's watching because something about your life is what she wants. But she's not ready to say it out loud, right? Because if she comments, then all of a sudden it becomes real. So she watches quietly, waiting for you to make it safe for her. And here's what should light a fire under your ass. She's afraid to comment because she knows if she does, you might actually talk to her. So we're looking at silence as a disinterest. It's actually interest in disguise. How crazy is that? So this isn't woo-woo, okay? The data backs it. 80 to 90% of buyers already decided who they're going with before they ever make contact. So by the time she comments send info, the decision is basically already made. And usually not for you, because you were never in her DMs while she was quietly deciding. You were waiting for her to shout. And then you were also taught to only talk to the 10% that's doing it out loud. And so what happens is you're fighting over scraps. You are stepping over a $10,000 woman to chase a $10 one who was going to buy from someone else anyway. Did that sting a little? That had to have stung a little bit. It stung for me. Okay. Here's the analogy I want tattooed on your brain. This is how you've got to see it. Pretend you're at a party and you're at the front door and you've got a megaphone. You're screaming at strangers on the street, and the whole time behind you is a room full of humans who are ready to come to your party, holding a drink, waiting for you to turn around and say, hi. I need you to turn around. I need you to turn around. Okay. Okay. So I know what you're thinking, Marina. I used to post and people would buy. Like, I used to be able to close people in the DMs without having to have like an hour conversation with them. So why doesn't that work anymore? And I want you to know that's actually a great question. And no one is really explaining it, because in network marketing, your uplines don't really know the answer. They don't really know. But here's what happened. Between 2020 and 2025, the online space has had a massive trust collapse, okay? Remember the MRR scams, people renting Lamborghinis, bots in every freaking DM, fake likes, now AI, fake everything. And the woman on the other side of your screen actually got burned over and over. You just don't know that because they're not telling you. So when your message pops up, her first thought is she real or is this a bot? And is she going to scam me? And here's the number that's going to drop your jaw. Watch this. In 2020, 79% of people trusted online reviews as much as like a personal recommendation from a friend. But what happened by 2025? It cut in half. In 5 years, the trust cut in half to 42%. That is the trust recession in number one. Okay. So this is what I need you to know. Like, that's not you losing your touch. The ground that's under your feet changed. So what worked in 2020 literally can't work the same now because half the trust is gone. So here's the shift. Write it down. The old way was width, right? Blast everyone, post everywhere, spray and pray, post 15 reels a day. That worked when the trust was high. But when the trust is low, width is worthless. A mile wide and an inch deep gets you nothing. You cannot mass broadcast past I don't trust you. You get past it one woman at a time with depth. Okay. So now watch what cuts through right now. Generic outreach, 81% of people actively ignore messages that aren't relevant. But reference something specific about her, and you get 62% higher response rates. 62%. Just from mentioning something real instead of, hey girl, I have an opportunity for you. That's not a personality trait, by the way. That's a skill. And I'm teaching it to you this week. Okay. Somebody has to say these things because most people aren't. And they're not teaching it because most of them haven't personally done it in years. So I want you to think about who you're listening to and who taught you your DM strategy. And I want you to ask yourself one question. When did they last personally enroll a human from a cold DM? Not sold a course about it, actually did it this month. For most that are selling courses, it's been years. Some never did it at all. They got a following, then sold courses about getting a following. A snake eating its own tail is what I call it. They're teaching you to farm a field they never planted. Meanwhile, I'm out here every week with dirt under my nails, enrolling for my personal network marketing company. with my kids climbing on me, with my golden doodle screaming in the background while I'm at Wiki Watchy on a family vacation, right? This is not a flex, by the way. It's the point. I can teach you this because I'm still doing it. The game changed under all of us, but I noticed because I was in the field. They didn't. They've been like in this press box selling hot dogs. So, no, we're not going to do it the old guru way. We're going to do it the founder way. Okay. Now, if engagement equals permission, here are the levels you've been throwing away. Ready? Likers, permission to enter her DMs. Commenters, permission plus a built-in opener. She handed you the first line, right? Reactors, she fire emojied your story. That's emotional permission. She felt something, right? Story watchers, she chose your content over 1,000 things. And shares, this is someone who shared or reposted you. They are freaking scolding hot. She stood on a table in front of her whole audience and vouched for you to a room you can't even see. Most of you have never DM'd a woman who shared your post. You left her on red while she was like literally acting as your unpaid salesperson. Everyone raised her hand. Your job is to stop ignoring it and start leading. Okay. So I need you to believe and walk away with this. Okay. Write down both the old belief, and I need you to write the new belief down. It's not your following, it's not your traffic or your content. You have a room full of humans who already gave you permission. Look at your Facebook memories. Look at all those people that gave you permission over the last 7, 8, 9 years, right? You have a room full of people who gave you permission, but a belief that told you to ignore them and chase strangers. That belief is the leak. And yes, we just found it. So I want you to drop cha-ching in the comment section, okay? Now, going deeper isn't just nicer, it's more profitable. So your warm leads convert to real sales conversations 73% faster than a cold human. So most think depth is like the slow way. It's not, it's actually the fast way. Going wide, it just feels productive for you and your ego and validation. But going deep is what is actually going to pay you. Okay. So now that you're feeling this, now that you're understanding a little bit about this, drop a 5 if you've been like, oh my God, this is so eye-opening. I get it now. Or this makes sense. For those of you that are leaders, this is for you. Okay. If you have one person on your team, I'm talking to you right now. Here's the math. This week, you start 100 conversations. One woman. But what if every person on your team runs with what I'm about to teach? 10 women is 1,000 conversations. 20 women is 2,000 plus. Same 5 days. That now is no longer a challenge you're doing. It's a movement with your team running through your whole organization in a week. So here's what I learned the hard way, okay? When I was winning alone, I would plateau. When I would bring people with me, it built an empire. I learned that my income will never outgrow the skill of my team. So if you're the only one who can convert a conversation, you will be exhausted forever. But what if they all learn the same thing this week? You've actually just multiplied yourself. So right now, or the second we're done, I want you to screenshot this and send it to your team in the team chats with the link, okay? We're all doing this together this week. It's free. Show up with me, thechatchallenge.com. It's free for their seat. I don't want you to be the woman who wins alone because you will burn out. You need to be the one right now that says, come with me. That's what a founder does. She doesn't hoard the room, she fills it. Okay. Now, here's the tracker 5 columns. I want you to have her name, who she engaged with. And I'm going to drop this tracker, just like a very simple one, inside of the Facebook group for you guys. But those of you that are in VIP, VIP is where you at. VIP, all eyes on me, drop VIP. Let them know why they need to be in VIP, please. 5 columns. Her name, what she engaged with, because you're going to need it for your opener, right? Did you start the conversation? Yes or no? Did she reply? Yes or no? And then the magic column is how far did it get? So when we learn the 7 layers, you're going to write, okay, I got to layer 1 with her, layer 4. When I teach you that, it'll make more sense. All the way to the invite, okay? Because what happens by Friday, the leaks are going to jump off of this tracker for you. Everybody replies, but nobody passes layer 2. I know your problem. Nobody replies at all. Completely different leak. If they vanish at layer 6, there's a 3rd leak. You've been guessing for years, but don't worry. This week, you are going to know because I'm going to show you. Okay? Now, here's why this matters. 48%, here's the tracker. You guys can just screenshot this. This is exactly what you can write on your page. I don't even need to make it for you. Just write it down, okay? Here's why this matters most. 48% of salespeople never follow up even once. That's almost half. They start a conversation and then they let it die. So I'm going to come back here so you can screenshot this really quick. Okay? Screenshot. This is what I mean by layer 7. Got it? All right. 48% of salespeople never follow up even once. That's almost half. That means you're starting a conversation and you're letting it die. 80% of these humans need 5 or more touches. And I will tell you that 70% of you ended up as a VIPer because of the 5+ touches on my abandoned cart sequences, on my follow-ups, on are you sure you don't want to be a VIP? Like you're going to miss out on 5+ extra days of live Zoom training with me. So what happens if you're not tracking who you've talked to and how far you've got? You become the 48% completely by accident. Like that sucks, right? Oh my gosh. So you have humans that are falling through the cracks because you can't remember where you left off. And that's why tracking it is going to fix that for you. Tracking it makes you a professional. So this is your one job tonight, okay? 20 minutes. I want you to go to your last 3 posts on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere. And I want you to write down 20 names, at least 20 names, okay? These are, remember, if they liked or they commented, guess what happens? That means they gave you permission and you never followed up with them. I don't care if you were talking about your business or talking about your product or just talking about something regular or you posted a picture of your dog. Write them down. And then I want you to prioritize who shared and who reacted and who commented because they are the hottest. You're going to drop them in a tracker with what they engaged on in comment 1 in columns 1 and 2, right? So here we go. Here you go. Did your reply, shared my reel. This is what you're going to share. Then I want you to post it inside of our Facebook group. My 20 are locked. So I know I can hold you to it. You're not going to sell them anything tonight, so don't stress. You're building your list of invisible leads. These are the humans that are waiting for you to turn around. Remember? You got the megaphone. You're trying to go wide, but these women need you to go deep. And remember, when that voice says, this is pointless, they're not going to answer me, what do? We are going to scream out loud, cha-ching, so we can ignore the if. So do the step. Tomorrow, we're going to work on how to actually have conversations with them, how to chat with them, how to get in their face, okay? One more thing before you go, okay? when you get your 20 names down, I'll say it once, hard selling is not my way. Like that's just not how I roll. I invite you. I'm inviting you to be a VIP for a couple of reasons. Okay. Some of you saw it, clicked past it fast. Let me just tell you what this room is. The free challenge is real. You're going to get amazing things, notes, breakthroughs. Some of you are going to make money from just doing the free. But what I do inside of VIP is insane. I mean, listen, my free challenges are better than what people charge 4 figures for. So you'll walk away with the whole method regardless. So this isn't a hard sell for you. I just want to make sure you're all aware of what VIP is. VIP is where I make sure you step into the woman who knows how to lead. Not just knowing the method, but running it like a founder. Okay. A founder and someone just running the method, it's 2 different galaxies. One's information and one is identity. Okay. And so right now, here's what's waiting. I'm going to be giving you daily workbooks. We have a Telegram chat where I'm actively coaching you during the 5 days, and next week, an additional 5 days. There's 5 bonus days of real DM audits that I'm doing via Zoom. So here's what happens. Usually when the challenge is over, momentum dies, your energy fades, but I don't want to let you slip. I want us to double down. We also have a swipe vault where we have a VIP Zoom where I did that, like everybody was just like super excited about. So you have access to that immediately, and you'll get lifetime access to these recordings as well, because you have 24 hours to watch this recording if you're free, and then it deletes when I go live tomorrow, right? So every day it deletes. So that's less than a spray tan in a Starbucks. So hear me, this is what matters, right? The moment that this challenge is over, the price is going to increase to $197. So you have a great opportunity to get me for 5 days on Zooms to answer any of your questions for $77. And if you divide that by 10 days, I don't even know what that is, but I'm pretty sure it's like way too cheap. But I'm doing it for a reason. I don't want you to wait to Friday and then you miss it. So you can go to the chatchallenge.com/VIP checkout page, or just get with your personal concierge. And that was the next thing I was going to share with you, is that we have personal concierges that are reaching out to you to guide you through this, to really help you understand where everything is. And if you're not utilizing your personal concierge, who's like a free human, a free like assistant to tell you where everything is, basically, we gave you access to my team during this, you're leaving money on the table. You might have a nugget or a breakthrough. So if you're like, I don't know who my concierge is, I need help, drop concierge needed in the chat section. But also, if you go to the dashboard for the chat challenge, you can also message one of the concierges, Melissa Sweeney or Melinda. So yeah, so let me leave you with this, okay? I'm going to leave you guys with this. There's 2 types of women that are watching right now. One that's nodding along and thinks, that was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And then you close the app and you don't show up tomorrow. The other woman is going to pause this, open her last post, write down her 20 names before bed. There's only one that's going to have 100 new conversations by Friday. Only one looks back at this as the week where everything freaking changed for her. So I'm going to give you everything you need, right? I'm going to give it to you. And you already have everything you need. It's in your notifications right now. It's in your memories on Facebook. You've just been trained by people who don't know how to go deep and only know how to go wide. Well, not anymore. Because when that fear shows up tonight, you know exactly what to do. You're going to scream, chat-ching. I'm going to help you turn around, healer, because your leads are right behind you. So tomorrow, don't not show up. Do the work today. Show up tomorrow. Bring your team. Have them register at the chatchallenge.com. Do not do this alone. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night.